Alright, sorry for the weird cut. My mom came in. Nice lady.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere, then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
How the hell did you forget about the whole sheath for the sword that had a scratch on it? If that was the case, why would the sheath have a scratch on it? That would be more believable if the sheath didn't have a scratch on it. I'm gonna keep saying sheath had a scratch on it because we need to hammer it to this idiot's head. Ultimate moral compass, but you're this stupid.
So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
That don't make no sense. If I took your only defensive method, I'm going in for the kill. Okay? Okay, that just makes sense. Imagine playing Bloodborne, Dark Souls. If I destroy your shield, I'm not going to go pick your shield up and bash you with it. It's like, no. I'm going to take your shield away from you, and then I'm going in to stab your ass to death so you don't get up.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
Yeah, because I'm just saying, like, just from an honest standpoint, why would I take your defensive weapon, hit you with it, and then kill you? That sounds like some cocky shit if you ask me. Like, haha, I took your defensive weapon, now I'm gonna smack you in the face with it one time before I go in for the killing blow.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Yep, the part of her body that shows she never used the sword. If you wanted to use a sword, which part of your body would you have to touch it with? Easy, your stomach. What, y'all don't wield swords that got belly buttons? Y'all the weird ones. Nah.
Shoot!
Damn, I was trying to go this entire... That's what I get for not paying attention. The palm.
I got it!
That's why I try to
You're talking about her palms,
fast.
right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
Yeah, it's just a wrist.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
I thought we made it clear earlier that, you know what, there's a lot of asking questions to things I've already answered in the past.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
What sense does that make? What the fuck? Yo, I'm in a trial with a bunch of stupid people. For real. What? Yes, Toko. You just got your wrist broken. Right? Listen, you had a knife. You got your wrist broken because you were about to lunge at somebody with a knife. You ran to the bathroom. No. Scratch that. She had the sword first, right? That's what you're saying. So she had the sword first. The sword got disarmed for her. The guy, you're going back with Taka's case. He took her defensive weapon, beat her on the wrist with it. She ran into the bathroom. It was like, oh my god, I'm about to die. But first of all, I got a lot of gold coating on my hands. I should probably wash this off before I go shake hands with the Grim Reaper. I don't think he likes having stuff on his hands. That's what you're saying, right? Because that don't make no sense. Why would I... If I feel like I'm about to die, we could worry about decency and hygiene later. Death is coming. It's time to fight.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
I mean, hey, you said it, not me.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka could wash the gold coating off her hand because there's a certain regulation. Yeah, the water's off.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Yo, something just clicked in my head. This whole murder was done on a basis of luck. Like, follow me on this. She sent this note at 1:30 in the morning to the killer to come over to talk. Had the killer been asleep, like he or she should have been, this wouldn't have happened. Sayaka would have never died. You feel me? It's one of those scenarios where it's like, this just shouldn't have happened had this person been asleep.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
We've been here for 2-3 days?
Oh my. You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Oh,
An
God.
insult, obviously.
So
Yeah.
anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheep would have had to been the one without the sword.
I
Sayaka.
got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
Oh yeah, bet. This bitch was on her, Damn, I can't even think of a good reference to people who wield knives.
But we already said that the attack started with...
the
The
kitchen
person
knife.
with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Oh, this bitch was on her killer be killed shit.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
Took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation,
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
So she's not a blameless victim, she's the unfortunate assailant to this. Sorry, it looked like the killer just kind of flipped its script on you.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto.
Bro, I ain't getting close to no more females in this game. Like that, that's it. That's it. One person killed it for everybody. Fuck that. It seems like now you can start getting close to females. They're like, how can I fuck up Makoto's life forever? Got it. Let's pin this shit on him.
But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
Replace him with Makoto? Oh yeah, definitely. That's a whole different story. I'm not going down for somebody else's crime. I swear to you, I'm not. Yeah, this person was killed Makoto move. Bitch, pull the key out your pocket. Who key you got? Oh, why you got my key? Oh, look like I got your key too. Who killed who? I ain't killed nobody in this bitch.
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Yeah, Makoto, she kind of found out you had a hard on for her. I mean, Monokuma spilled the beans when he noticed that your flagpole was rising.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Yep.
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired.
Because her killer fought back.
She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
Why not?
Because...
Fam, don't let the fact you caught feelings eradicate any logic to this. Don't do that. Like the logic is there.
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument.
We haven't really. We still trying to figure out who
You're
did it.
being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really over? Obviously, I'm committed to find out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. The fuck there isn't. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that evidence in the garbage room. We ain't bring that up yet. Alright, dying message.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No,
we got
there's
one
more.
more. We got one more. This is the make or break moment, folks.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Like I said in episode 2, if you got 3rd grade level intellect, you can read that.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
I mean, why would the killer write something like that behind her? That seems a little dumb. You know, question if Sayaka wrote that message, and I can prove it. Her index finger.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
Also, she don't have a cut on that finger.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
I could have sworn programming was ones and zeros.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
And when have you said something worth a damn?
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, there's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotated? I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the killer's name. If you turn the message 180 degrees, it all becomes crystal clear. Well, let's see. If we take Hafumi's advice and turn not just the 2 1s, but every letter into, or every number into letters, and flip it 180 degrees, that would then turn into 703. What was it? Yeah, 73011. But if turning those all into letters becomes Leon. So, what you gotta say about that, Leon?
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What? What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
That's one big ass coincidence.
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
Those are some very specific fucking squiggles, if you ask me.
It's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
Well, I'm glad one of us here are yoga instructors.
I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
Bullshit, you was willing to put me on the chopping block in the beginning of this.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence Leon tried to get rid of. That thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right? There was only two things in front of the incinerator, and this was burnt.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
What?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine.
Okay.
With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
Alright, Leon. We'll give you that. But as Shino from Naruto would say, one ace up your sleeve, you should be pretty good. Two aces is guaranteed
You're right.
success.
That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burn remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. Where it was disposed of. So destroy it. If we focus on that, the killer becomes clear. Where it was destroyed. You're talking about the trash room, right?
Shoot!
Oh, shit. Shut up. Alright. Alright, so it was... How it was disposed of. I'm stupid. Alright.
If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash.
Interesting.
Oh, shit. No, that's wrong. There's another way to get to the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that way exactly proves that Leon is the real killer. Let's get it, boys. The shattered crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to
Really?
No, that's wrong.
Care to explain that shattered crystal ball that just so happened to be sitting in front of the switch of the incinerator?
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Ah, Sakura, but that's the thing. There is always an infinite number of ways for an infinite number of things to be done. And this was no different.
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Yeah,
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was throwing
I
it.
got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned on the incinerator. Very strange. I was quite certain it was off the last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. If you bring up the factor of a
Hifumi
fairy...
had the key. So the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Yeah, you would just lob that shit in there.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
You're right. It could be. But let's ask this, Leon. What's your ultimate talent again?
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer because he's the ultimate baseball star.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
Yeah, and speaking of Leon, what's the difference in feet-wise between the picture base and home base where the batters swing at?
You can't be serious.
And also let me ask, how small is the center of the catcher's mitt? Yeah. Let's just say you could definitely hit that.
I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you will give a complete summary of the case. You have to reproduce the flow of events in the case in the form of a comic book. However, you notice that in the comic book there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at the missing section and press the X button, holy cow, you get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. It's time to start bringing this to the close. So, there's a lot of... Yeah, this is the final argument. You got 20 minutes for this, so it's not that bad. Alright, so first things first. The killer came to Sayaka's door on behalf of her request. Sayaka, now knowing the killer was inside the room, knowing that her future killer was inside the room, grabbed a knife and got ready to perform an attack. As soon as the killer came in, she swung at him. And then what happened? The killer was backed up and happened to see the sword. Sayaka charged at him, and the killer happened to use the sheath for the sword to block the attack. With that opening, the killer also used the sword to break Sayaka's wrist and force her to drop her weapon. Act 2. After Sayaka was obviously outmatched by her potential killer, she ran into the bathroom. The killer, not really through with what the hell just happened and wanting his revenge, tried to get into the bathroom. Sayaka locked in because she knew from Makoto that the door was, well, busted to an extent. She pretty much was safe, but also scared to leave because the killer was on the other side of the room. So, what did the killer do? Obviously, took a screwdriver, mangled the doorknob to get his way in. Once he now had his way in, and the weapon that would be his own undoing, all he had left in front of him was a cornered Sayaka. Sayaka, shocked of course, ends up, well, let's just say, a little more holy than what she was to begin with. Now, what am I looking for? I am missing a piece. I think I screwed up somewhere. I'm almost certain I screwed up somewhere. I did not screw up anywhere. Oh yeah, I definitely ain't screwed up nowhere. Alright. So, Sayaka, boom. Alright. So, Sayaka gets stabbed. I'm assuming that the next part, after she was stabbed, she wanted people to know who her killer was. Think of it as a final act of revenge for you taking her life. With Sayaka dead and the killer feeling satisfied, he kind of realized that now he had to clean up his act. Mainly because he knew, well, there was no way in hell he wasn't going to get pinned if he didn't clean up. So his first act, taking a lint roller to remove any bit of hair that could have been his to pretty much mitigate the idea that he was there. Afterwards, after having a bloody shirt from obviously impaling this young girl, he went to the trash place, or the incinerator, and let's just say there was a crystal opportunity for him to get rid of hard evidence. One quick line up later, the incinerator roars to life, and then afterwards, he takes good old. Well, wait, we're missing a part. We definitely are. He takes the shirt that's had some blood on it, ties it up into a nice little ball, tosses that bad boy into the incinerator. But everything doesn't go his way. The shirt burns alive in a now roasting incinerator. And the killer feels like he's won. There's no way you can find out. But one final piece of evidence is what pins it all back to him. The fact that he was sloppy with his work and his own undoing. The final piece of cloth from his shirt.
The killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I'd put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Oh, screwed that up. Well, it's only this scene, so I think it's only two different things. Yep, there we go.
Here's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I would assume she would drop the knife when that happened.
During the struggle.
Oh, she dropped it right there. Never mind then.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Complete.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
Yo, there was a lot of evidence in that statement, okay? I only fucked up one time out of like the potential 10 I could have. Alright? First of all, that's passing. That's a 90%. That's a fucking A no matter how you look at it. Granted, not an A+, but an A nonetheless. Bars. Who need me on that album? But that's number one. Number two, you talk about, I'm just saying, Chief, if that's really all theories, there's a lot of evidence to support them. Just saying.
Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it.
Yeah. Quick question, Leon. How the hell did you get in?
Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence. The first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes. This is where the game decides it hopes you are very good at rhythm games. Also, don't worry about the clicking sound if you turn my lamp on. It is very dark in my room. Sometimes during Clash Royale, your opponent simply will not hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them into a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as Bullet Time W, aka BTB, BTW. During the BTB, you will destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the X button to lock onto an opponent's statement, and to destroy a statement you've locked onto with the triangle button as the tempo maker reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull this off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively and you'll start to build up a combo. Keep it up and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing hitting each button. So watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the triangle button to shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Refute their statements fast enough and you will become victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something that belonged to them to remove the screws.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
It's crazy because the way he said stupid, it felt like someone just spit on me.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Alright, boys, we about to see just how shit I can be at rhythm games. I'm not that bad at this, but I'm decent.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof?
Don't worry. You'll have it soon
kidding
enough.
me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. Where's your proof?
You want proof?
This should prove it.
There you go.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed.
Yep.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
Now, no matter how you look at this, we can point it out. Because if obviously he would have used a screwdriver, but if he didn't get a screwdriver, he could have also used the knife, which, coming from experience, I have used a knife to remove screws before. It's not difficult. So yeah.
It had to be a screwdriver, right?
Or the knife. Either or would have worked.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty
As long
sure
as
the
it's-
toolkits we got each had one inside.
Yeah, as long as the screws weren't small enough. As long as the screws were big enough, you could definitely use anything to untie them. Or not untie, but undo them. Same with coins. If it's small enough, the coin can fit in, you can unscrew it. Done that before too.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
Because he didn't know it was our room.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid! Huh?
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
Most definitely. See?
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Uh-huh.
Stupid.
Stumped is what you should be saying right now.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Yeah, that's your mental state right now. Just in a void. Boom. Oh, we could have hit 1,000. Final score, we got an A rank. Not too bad. Oh yeah, you also get a good amount of Monokuma tokens for this, so it's in your best interest to do your absolute best on these. So we got 79 Monokuma tokens for that.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
Yo, the day someone gets punished because you decided not to vote, that's gonna hurt you. Maybe that's what y'all should do to start getting people to being more into politics. I mean, then again, I probably still wouldn't go vote. Alright.
Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
It don't matter, Monokuma, you go off majority opinion anyways. Everyone doesn't have to vote for that one
What's
person.
it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
The Monokuma vote machine. Yep. Uh-oh. Looks like you guys were right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka. was none other than Leon Katawa. Yeah. Replace the word stupid with stumped. Because that's what you are right now.
Huh?
Yeah.
Hey, hold on.
Hold on a sec. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But
I don't believe
You
it.
son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch. What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
Oh. Sound like a rice gum situation to me. It was killed or be killed.
That's why...
So that's why I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you would have been standing there. Need I remind you that the person who you killed was defenseless, had no weapon on him, and was backed into a corner? You could have left at that point. That's what kind of sort of separates the law from self-defense to assault. When you know that your attacker no longer poses a threat to you anymore, it's self-defense when you stop. But if you decide to pursue them to keep going, it turns into an assault charge on your end. Yeah. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just unlucky. That's all. Yeah. Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Hold your chin high, your chest out, bitch. That's how I feel about it. Everything's becoming clear. The decision we made was right after all. When I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off that we were been wrong. Because what came up was really is the truth. The truth that is the truth that then the truth is Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she's wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw there. A bunch of girls sleeping on the floor? If I was her and that video actually had something to do with me, I couldn't even imagine. Now we're trapped here, without no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for her friends, that meant so much to her. That's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I could do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's it. Boy, howdy. This entertainment industry sure makes it terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships? She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she's descended into pure madness. What did you say?
Phew.
I understand. Really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I like that Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure they'd leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it. That was a close one. I know for sure you wouldn't give me a good walloping. I mean, from the last time Makoto tried that shit, we kind of realized he's slow when it comes to the wind-up. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Katawa will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
You heard that, nigga.
You mean execution?
Oh, yeah. You're gonna reap the benefits of what you sowed.
Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
That's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense. Like I stated earlier, it's self-defense when your attacker is unarmed and has no means to fight back and you walk away. That stays in the line of self-defense. But when you chase down your attacker when they have no ways of defending themselves at that point, it becomes an assault case. And if you kill them, that's murder, not out of self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way to the bathroom, did you or did you not use your own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. You came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong? That means you had time to walk out the room, think about what happened, calm the fuck down about the fact that it happened. You could have revealed it all to everybody that she attacked you in the morning and got her reprimanded for that by the group. But instead you decided to hawk her down for the thrill of the hunt.
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had unclouded intent to commit murder?
So that's why...
No, that's not... Stop it. I had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone else, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon's solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. Huh? Say what? If it weren't for you, none of this would have happened. To Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. The mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh. Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetrate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that has awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly,
Thrills, chills,
let's hurry up and get to
chills.
what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
You gonna hold this fucking L.
Hey,
No
come
more
on
begging,
now.
no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Katawa, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
That's not like a fucking brat.
No!
You gonna hold this L, Chief. Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Yeah, don't look at that. Oh, sweet Jesus. What is that? Yo, that carpet burned though. Like, yo, your ass would be on fire. Them pants ain't save me. What is this? Oh no. What is this? That's a bunch of baseballs. The 1,000 blow. Oh my God. Oh sweet Jesus. Somebody help this man. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. Please help him. Yeah. He's you can't put an ice pack on that one. That's you gotta put that one in a coffin. Yeah, he did. Yeah, fuck. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, we can't call it that. What else would we call it?
Extreme!
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What he said. How do you explain that to somebody? What's going on?
I can't take it.
Yeah. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut ties to the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you gets on board with that. My monochrome voice just said, fuck that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all of this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
What?
Or in this case, dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well,
Why are you so upset? Why are you putting an upstanding citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal? It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. Actually, it kind of sort of does.
Shit.
You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't get free of your regrets toward the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place? You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you've learned all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
Excuse me. What are you trying to say? I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
First y'all in the video. Anyways, let's get the blanket punishment that everyone's waiting for after all.
Hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I got to say. I need to save some for the fun later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no. It wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. That is the right response to what the hell we just saw. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, and the voices dead. But it was in that moment.
just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered to my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about oh shit. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I felt like such a fool for becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka may have double-crossed you. That's a fact that you can't never change. But even to the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Alright, yeah, things are getting real now. Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she can protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She was sure she could kill someone. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure. It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all of this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the other would never be able to break free from such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I can never do that. No. I want to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road? Well, I have high expectations of you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile. By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well... I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just had a pretty good intuition. Chapter 1. Survive. The end. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have finished our first chapter, and we have lost 3 out of our 15 students. It's a sad day, but 2 of them kind of deserved it. Received a despair bat present. Would you like to save? Yes. And actually, this is where I'm going to end this episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. So, this episode, literally the trial or the case of Sayaka Maizono. So yeah, next time we come back, we're gonna, I don't know what we're gonna do. I guess everybody's just gonna talk about our thoughts and feelings about what happened, because Sayaka's dead, Junko's dead, Leon got fucked up in the worst way possible. So yeah, like I said, if you guys did enjoy this video, why don't you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with more Danganronpa as soon as possible. These take some time to edit together because issues, but we're working through them. So yeah, with that being said, this is Therealdealplays signing out saying peace, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Dos to Vinya.